Initialized. Hello, come on now. Here we go. All right, so as you can see up in the DFW area, we have issued a severe thunderstorm watch. That's going to extend all the way up through southeastern Oklahoma and go into some part of southwestern Arkansas and in through central and some of northwestern Arkansas. I'm not even in that watch. I'm not going up to the DFW Metro today. Staying right down here and just watch for something rogue. It's kind of a test run too of some things here. I had a weird thing going with my second Wi-Fi for the computer. Wi-Fi number 2 seems to want to flake out on me from time to time, so I may have to replace that device on the computer because I have 2 Wi-Fi connections on the computer and Ethernet as well. Not a problem with the Ethernet. Starlink runs into the Ethernet. But I lost my connection to one of my AT&Ts, couldn't figure out why. I said, okay, it says, okay, not turned on. Why is it not turned on? I know it's plugged in, I know it's turned on. Go and check, it is turned on, but it still didn't want to work. So I unplugged it and plugged it back in, and it came back to life. But it decided to act stupid again just a few minutes ago. So I reached behind my seat because I know which one it is on the USB expansion slots, and I unplugged it and plugged it back in. It came back to life. So maybe it's getting flaky, maybe it just needs to be replaced. So I'm just going to watch this little bit of stuff back down to my southwest. Actually, one of those has a significant weather advisory on it, the one near Lano, Texas. That would be that one down in the bottom left side of the corner of the screen there. I'm in McGregor, Texas. Where I'm probably going to hold up here somewhere and just kind of wait this out a little bit, see if anything can get going. As far as going to the Abilene to Lubbock area tomorrow, not likely I'm doing that. Actually, I'm not, because it's a one day and done deal up there, and I'm not going to go all the way up there this early in the season for a one and done. Tail marker on that one now. Right along that frontal boundary, I'm pretty sure. I was looking at where that boundary was earlier. It's pretty easy to find. Looking for a place that I can sit out. By the way, let's see how that, I've worked on a couple of mounts in here for the remote camera so I can go left, right. Like right there, that's right out the side, passenger side. Every bump, that one port is going to always do that. It's going to tell me, hey, I'm getting disconnected. Now I'm reconnecting. I'll just live with it. We'll see if we get something to see here after a while. rescheduled this for 3 o'clock because I don't know why I did that. I shouldn't even reschedule it for 3 p.m. Anyway, finally I said, well, I don't need to have this on yet, so I rescheduled it for 4 p.m. Said, I'm going to reschedule it for 5 p.m. because this is still going to take some time. And I almost didn't start it when I did. I almost waited. I was actually going to push it back to like 5:30 and give things a chance to maybe initiate more. That's okay. We'll get it going now. Watch out, puppy dog. Don't walk out in front of me. I am just basically, oh, that's nice over there. Yeah, off at my 9:30. Almost looks like a supercell over there. And all that is, I think, is that one little cell that's east of Waco. Okay. Severe thunderstorm warning, that's up in southeastern Oklahoma. Let's see if I can get the camera on that. Maybe you can see it in the rear camera. Let me switch that over. I'm just looking for a place to kind of hold up for a while. Let's see the rear camera. Yeah, you see that right there? Yeah. It's not too terribly bad. This is a place I can hold up for a bit. Or do I want to go over there? No, I'm going to go over there because there's a lot less traffic. Open parking lot over here at this church. That might be a good spot for me to just kind of hold up for a while. Let things go. See what happens. So what I'm going to watch is going to be coming from that way. But it's nice to see something like that right up there. Take you in on that some more. Nice to see something like that for a change. Gotta turn my ringer up a little bit. Two 1-inch hail markers on these sails back over towards Llano. I need them to push a little more easterly though. let's go. I gotta do something here. Just gonna get all my carts lined up here. Okay, let's see. Okay, yep. Okay, so for I got that. And go back to this. Do a return. Paste. Okay. Bring that back out. New significant weather advisory. I may, golly, as much as I hate to have to go over there, I may have to go over towards Gatesville, Texas. Getting a couple of social media posts out there. Okay, that's done. That's done. Alright, so let's go. I also have an account on Blue Sky. You can go find me there. It's under my name. Alright, how are we looking? The only severe thunderstorm warnings currently right now are in Atoka County, Oklahoma, and then up in Fulton and Randolph counties up in Arkansas. I got all the social media things put out there that I needed to put out there. Deal with that right now. 11, okay, got that. Yeah, I need to get a new charging port, a no charging cable, I think, for this phone, or maybe I'll try cleaning out my charging port, because it wants to act stupid sometimes too. Just have to wiggle a little bit. Just gonna use those cables over time. You know, you keep unplug it, plug in, unplug, plug in. Bend them the wrong way, bend them too close to the 90 degrees and all this stuff right at the connector. Yeah, it tends to go bad after a while. Now this is I ordered I have a new Apple iPad that should have arrived today. I didn't make it before I left. I was actually going to turn to that to start using it for mapping purposes and maybe some other things as well. But it's one that has was it GNSS or whatever and cellular on it, but I'm not turning on the cellular because I just put it on the Wi-Fi system here. And it was supposed to be here today, and the reason I had ordered that was because Windows Maps, you know, deprecated and back in July last year, and that's what I used on computer number 2 for my mapping. When GPS location was always there, and I knew exactly what I had in front of me and what road options I had. So I was going to try and use this $500 iPad to hopefully be able to look at my options and things like that. So I'm going to assume that thing will be home when I get there tonight, so maybe tomorrow I will spend some time trying to work with that a little bit. I tested a similar one. Actually, I think it's the same one, actually. I did test it. My oldest daughter from California was here back in December and part of or most of December and January, and she got one. And we took it out with us one day just to see, and it seemed to be pretty danged accurate. You know, just as accurate as if I had the GPS on the computer before. And so anyway, that's what I got. That's what I'm gonna try to utilize moving forward. I just have to figure out how I want to mount that, or build something in here for a mount just for that, so it's easily accessed by my hand. And you know, the only time I really look at maps or anything like that is if I'm stopped somewhere. So I'm not going to worry about exact location as far as me to being able to see it. I don't need it right in front of me, in other words. So what's happening back that way? Just stuff coming in. Yeah. So hopefully that thing will hopefully it will suffice. I spent a lot of time looking over option software and mapping and all these other different things, and I'm just like, well, I've been happy with anything that I looked at. And the recurring cost involved, sometimes some of those things too, with subscriptions to be able to get through that. I was thinking, you know what, I'm not going to do that. If I get this thing and it works out, it's a pretty good investment as far as I'm concerned. And what I would spend on something else on a yearly subscription or whatever the case may be, well, iPad should last me quite a while. It should probably last me till I quit doing this, and that day will come. So anyway, hopefully I'll come out okay on that deal. So I want to find out. See, that's the drawback right here too. I'm on North Johnson Road, which appears to be a highway. I don't know where this highway goes. I think it may be this one. Aha. See, I do have computer 2 in here. Is the side camera still remote, still working? Yeah, it's still good. Yeah. Oops. Let's go rear. I do have computer 2 in here, and I've just got Google Maps up on it, and I'm just, you know, I know where I am right now, within reason anyway. And I see this North Johnson Road. All it does is go back and tie back into 317. So I can take 317 north or south. If I so desire, I got to start thinking about possibly going west. This stuff is moving so super slow. If I sat here, it wouldn't be on the same parallel with me for over another hour, at least the bigger complex of stuff. As I will attempt to show here. See, that's not impressive. It is not impressive, but it does have significant advisories. We have a severe thunderstorm warning now. Tarrant County. Okay, so there's going to be a severe thunderstorm up to my north. And it's going to be that one right there at I-20, I-30, between Fort Worth and Dallas. So there you go. And that's just going to be a severe thunderstorm warning for hail. And now we got another warning in southeastern Oklahoma. Anyway, I'm not going into the Dallas-Fort Worth metro. I want to watch this little frontal boundary out here to my west. It's slowly creeping, may actually be stationary by now. I don't know. It's moving so slow, it may as well be stationary. So this is what I'm just going to end up at Gatesville, and you don't have any south options out there out of Gatesville. There's not a lot to choose from because of the military base out there. There is, and I need a new mouse for computer 2 also. The other, let's see, I guess, well, there's some I don't know what kind of roads those would be that cut off here west of McGregor, go down to Oglesby, down to Cabot. I don't remember going down there. Um, or you head on down and you take what kind of road are you? That's 1829. Turns into 187 and then goes south. Continues 1829. Goes through Mound, crosses the Leon River and ties into Highway 36 to the several miles, basically over at Flat, Texas. That's down to the southeast of Gatesville, Texas. Mind, I'm just studying, and that's not a funnel that you see on the stream right now. That is not a funnel. I repeat, that is not a funnel. It might look like one, but it's not. Yeah, what was that? I just lost that Wi-Fi again. I think that device, I think that dongle is starting to fail or something. I'm going to unplug it again. I need to put a really good one in here. I kind of put a cheap one in here. Apparently that disrupted the stream when I did that. It's going through its routine of the bonding, trying to get everything back in sync again, I guess. And all of a sudden, my connection is back. Yep, I'm going to have to replace that. Because that's either the problem or it is the port that it's in. I don't know. I guess I could turn on another port and try it in another one I'll say if it happens or when it happens again. It's probably going to happen again since it's already happened 3 times. Yeah, I'm just trying to decide if I want to go west some more. Not really expecting anything out of here today. Now, if I went south and took that through another left and come out at the Grove, nope. Or if I go Gatesville, Peacock, down to Lampasas. Man, I don't want to really go down there. get dark in an hour and 45 minutes too. Let's look at some lightning intensity real quick here. Oh yeah, that one back to my southwest is putting down a lot of lightning. Okay. And it's slowly drifting north-northeastward. Well, I think I'll move west. Yeah. Let's go west. Yeah, I can take that highway if I want to. I'm never going to get on this highway. Going down. What's worst case after dark? We'll probably see some pretty decent lightning. I think this stuff will start to diminish and fall apart later in the night, of course. But by then I'll be heading home. Okay, yep. Lost the remote camera on the network, on the wireless network. Something up too much. Falls out on you. Easily get the thing to pair back up. Set it out to left window, so driver's side window is now the driver's side window. So now the driver's side window is now the driver's side window. So now the driver's side window is now the driver's side window. So now the driver's side window is now the driver's side window. So now the driver's side window is now the driver's side window. So now the driver's side window is now the driver's side window. So now the driver's side window is now the driver's side window. So now the driver's side window is now the driver's side window. So now the driver's side window is now the driver's side window. So now the driver's side window is now the driver's side window. So now the driver's side window is now the driver's side window. So now the driver's side window is now the driver's side window. So now the driver's side window is now the driver's side window. So now the driver's side window is now the driver's side window. So now the driver's side window is now the driver's side window. So now the driver's side window is now the driver's side window. So now the driver's side window is now the driver's side window. So vision, you'll see now it's going to bounce a little bit because it's not a real stable setup over there. Yeah, that's going to happen from time to time. I'm going to lose that Wi-Fi connection to that device, that camera. Why am I suddenly getting all these messages from AT&T on my second phone? Yes, I'm quiet because I'm thinking. Coming up here. Oh, it's still closed. This thing was closed last year. I guess they're still building that bridge. That's going to be something to definitely remember moving forward. So 8 miles to the east of Gatesville, where 1829, I guess is what it was, goes south. That highway is closed. Because I remember trying last year to go north on that highway from Highway 36, and it was closed. So it's been 10 months that it's been closed. So that eliminates one of the things I was thinking about. The road's not available, problem solved. In some cases, problem made worse, but this is not a high tension situation here, so it's just good to know. I already dropped that. I already lost that. I lost that remote camera again. What the heck? That's a little bit too quick to lose it. Now I have no choice but to go all the way to Gatesville. down towards Lampasas as slow as this is moving. There's no easy way to get down there from here. Probably won't go down there anyway, just as unimpressive as this is. Which again, it was supposed to be unimpressive down here today. Might get something rogue. Yeah, the gas prices have gone through the roof over here. I guess everywhere else. It's all because of what's going on out there in Iran and all that mess. But the fact is, I'm in Texas, man. We got enough oil here. We shouldn't have prices have to go up like that. We're not at the mercy of them. Big bump. Let's just hang out here for a bit. I want to just think about it. All right, so I am right here. That is Highway 36. Closest thing to me is right here to my southwest. And we're looking southwest. To go straight through town if I wanted to go farther west, and that is a pain because there's light after light after light going through there. Bald Knob Road, West Range Road. Those are possibilities. But I'd have to go back to the south. Go to the east side of town and then go south. Those go out, everything pretty much southwest and then goes pretty much south or south-southwest. This one's taking a more easterly turn, it looks like. Alright, so let's assume for one moment. Hey, let's practice a little bit, huh? Positioning. God, it's still moving so slow, so slow. The merger might happen. No, that one's going to be too far ahead, I think. Right there northeast of Pitcoke. Which means if I went that way, there ain't no options on the south side of that road-wise, because that's all military. The only thing I've got, well, actually I could, if it comes together in northwest, I could go there. What is that highway number? I'd have to take some back, I guess 28th Street. 28th Street to West Range Road. That would get me down there, at least, closer. But then when it comes time for looking for a way back over to 36, there's no options except to. Yeah, why not? Let's do it. How's that sound? Let's just do it. So I need to get out here and I need to go up on 36 and head back that direction. And then I'll need to look for 28th Street. Which is past Fort Gates, actually. Let's go do it. Because guess what? That actually moves me closer towards home. Yeah, it might take an act of Congress for me to get on the highway here. Because I need to get all the way to the left lane, and right here at the stoplight, it's cars backed up with 7 or 8 deep from where I'm sitting, so I'm gonna have a hard time getting across. I'm gonna have to wait for it to clear, I guess. We might like someone pulls up behind me, honks their horn at me, and what are you doing? What are you waiting for? Let it know. Well, I got to get in the other lane, and I can't do it from here. Even if I turn into this right lane, I'm not going to be able to get over to the left lane like I need to. And if everyone would go at the same time, gosh, this chain reaction from the stoplight, if they would just go 50 to 75 feet between each vehicle taking off from the green light now. I mean, good grief. And now I'm stuck here again and I can't even get out there. Now the light's going to turn red and I'm going to be hosed again. Well, don't hit me, fella. I'm going to reason I went is because I knew he was slowing down for the red light, so I had enough time. It's just my hope that he was paying attention. Yeah, I might have to look into Friday. Again, I'm going to pass on tomorrow. I'm not going to drive all the way to Abilene or something like that. Even though there could be a couple of fairly decent tornadoes out there tomorrow. That could be anywhere way up there. But I'm not going all the way up there. Not this early in the season, and not for a one day. If it was 2 or 3 days the same, I probably would, but in this case, no, because I'd need to be right back over in this area, basically, and maybe a little more north, maybe a little more northwest for Friday. And I think Saturday's going to have some potential. I don't think the SPC has anything drawn in there, but I think Saturday has some possibilities of at least some marginal stuff. It's going to persist. I mean, we got all the way to like Tuesday. We'll see how Tuesday, I mean, that's a ways off yet. We'll see how that plays out, plus or minus in time and plus and minus in intensity. It's going to be another one of those days where I'm going to have to say that there will be better days and better stuff to stream for sure. Wish I had my mapping. I'd know where this 28th Street is. I can just estimate. I just left 4 gates. It should be down here on my right somewhere. What part of the problem is this thing? I'm supposed to be running this off Starlink, not that. It's supposed to be on my Starlink network. Sync up. Okay. 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 I think I've already gone past. I have already gone past wherever that 28 is. I don't know. So I'm going to stop. Stop right here, and we'll see. Got it working again? Yeah. Okay, where are we at? I'm just going to minimize that. So, we get a little merger going on here. Right west of me. So you watch a little merger. Boom. Yep. Had I been able to find that 28, I could have gotten a little closer to that, but I never found that 28. And I'm all the way in flat. That 28 is just past Fort Gates. I never saw it. Oh, I know what it is. It's doggone military. That's why. That's what I hate about this area right here. It's hilly, a lot of trees down through there, and you don't have road options because of the military base. Take a right turn on? You want to take a right turn. Alright, well, let me look at everything behind that. Big cluster back there. Really big cluster. Alright, this is it. This is it for down here. This is it. That's all there is. But I'll tell you what, it's better than having nothing at all. See another little updraft up here? Oh, am I there? Are we there? There's updraft. Step out for a moment. Feels good to stretch the legs now and again. Okay, so I just opened this up and looked at the chat. Okay. There's 3 more months until hurricane season starts. Actually, that is not accurate. Okay, so I just opened this up and looked at the chat. Just checking the audio. Atlantic hurricane season starts June 1st. So it's a little less than 2 months. What is today, March 5th? Yeah, it's only March 5th. You know, February screws me up sometimes with the chart, but you know, less than 3, and actually Pacific would be 15th, May, whatever. Yeah, so yeah, a little less than 3 actually. I'm gonna get through severe weather season first. I'm not worried at all about hurricane season. Yeah, not entirely accurate. 3 months. I always say 3 months basically is 90 days. Yeah, I'm starting to see lightning here. Yeah, 3 months would be a 90 days, technically. But I was going down to the day, you know. Just messing around. Let's see, what was that one movie? That's why I said not entirely accurate. I forgot where that line. Oh, Independence Day. That's not entirely accurate, or something like that. Anyway. Oh, you're doing all right. Check. Okay. See, what was that one movie? That's why I said. Yeah, it's good. It's good. It's good. Yeah, see, I just caught a little flash of lightning there on the camera. I just moved it a little bit here. So yeah, that's coming from the cell that's directly to my west. It's kind of just had a little merging scenario happen. And I'm just trying to watch and see where exactly that's going to end up going. It acts like it's wanting to right turn just a little bit. But right turning is fine. I'm good with that. The problem is right turning means I need to go south, and there is no south option here. And there will not be a south option. I basically have to go all the way back to 317 to the northwest of Temple, where that intersection is, and I'd have to take 317 to the south, which is, if I remember correctly. Oh, wait a minute. No, that's not a good road for traffic-wise. Nope. I think basically I'd be hosed in trying to get anywhere. There's a squeaky gate out there just driving me crazy. I stopped at a Dollar General parking lot in Flat, Texas. And this Dollar General parking lot, where they have their dumpster, they've got the gates open, and it's just sitting there going, squeaking back and forth. Okay, so just for kicks, I want to go over here. I want to look at one other thing real quick. I just want to see if wait a minute. Did this go into? Wait a minute. Why is my other thing showing a tornado watch? Why is that showing a tornado watch up there when it's a severe thunderstorm watch? Let me click on it on this device and see. What in the world? I don't know. I just wanted to see if I see any velocity anomalies in this right to my west, and I do not. Warnings. Okay. What about the watches? Why are my watches doing that? Watches. Severe thunderstorm. Okay, I don't know why this is showing me a red box. Am I I missing something here? On this device, it's saying this is a tornado watch box. Why did I possibly miss that? Something's messed up somewhere because I'm looking back through my list here and there is nothing. There is nothing about a tornado watch. Unless it did not get to my No, I've looked through every issuance done today. No, as a matter of fact, that's Sunday. 3-1. Okay, 3-4. There's something messed up somewhere because I did not even get the alert. For the severe thunderstorm watch. Oh, yeah, I did get the severe thunderstorm watch. There it is. Okay. No, that's southeast. No, that's the wrong one. This is the right one. Okay. Severe thunderstorm watch was issued. So why is anybody else using a radar scope? It's a standby. It's a backup, and I'm just wondering why it's showing a severe tornado watch. I'm fixing to ask. Why is radar scope showing a tornado watch? Okay, I don't know. I don't think I missed anything. It's not in any of my data here, so I don't know why that's showing a tornado watch. Oh, this is so slow. It's just now Pit Coke. Could have gotten over there if I could have found that. Oh yeah, I remember now. I found that. I didn't find the 28, but I determined that the 28th Street is actually on the base, so I couldn't have gone that way. We have but one road option here, and that's it. So Collins and Tarrant County have another severe thunderstorm warning. Show you that real quick. Let it populate. Boom. There it is. Okay, right there. I-20, I-30, but it does not include Fort Worth. That's past Fort Worth. That's more uh, I-30 and south. Basically the middle of Dallas and south. So there you see that. And of course, I've got this set to show the county outline for this. This is a severe thunderstorm watch. So I don't know why something else is showing me something else. I don't know. This is what I'm watching right now. Which is messy. I'm not going to mount anything. There's that noisy gate in the left-hand corner I was telling you about a few minutes ago. We'll get to see some lightning tonight. Let's see, we're looking northwest. I'm looking northwest about a truck. The camera is looking more west. So what I think I'm seeing looking to my northwest visually is this cells, the group of cells out there around Goldthwaite. As I can see those tops here. Take you in on that a little bit. There's those tops back over there. All right, and that is what you're seeing. If you find my cursor there, okay, that's what you're seeing back over here. All right. I'm almost thinking this stuff's gonna play out. Remote still working? Yep. Dollar General customer just leaving. There's the wall of Dollar General. Do I not see much lightning? I think these things are dying. Okay, northwest, and then back to my north. You can see the stuff to my north. And that's probably the one towards north. No? I don't know. Severe thunderstorm warning for the cell over at Goldthwaite. Not going over there. That's what I was just showing you. That over there has gone severe. So another customer leaving Dollar General. Try to be a little comical. show you customers leaving the store. All right, there's. I'm going to turn off the stream on the LSM side. I'm going to leave it going on YouTube. So if you're on the LSM thing, come over to YouTube. You can watch the remainder of the evening there. Let me just check something real quick, just out of curiosity. Yeah, okay. Well, you folks that's over there, come to the YouTube if you want to keep riding along. I'm shutting it off now. So there you have it. Okay, we're off. All right, we are off on that one. Want to get another one? Another customer leaving the Dollar General? There's another customer leaving the Dollar General. Oh, you might could see the lightning backlit there. So let's go back over here. The gold weight cell has actually gone up in intensity. All right, so the gold weight cell is basically going to continue heading up towards, probably past to the west and northwest of Hamilton, Texas, in about 45 minutes, if it sustains. I'm going to keep watching this stuff right here. Now the bigger mass of stuff behind this one is, it's just moving so super slow. Show you the gold weight cell. There's that. It's kind of an overall picture. That thing is still a long way from me. So slow. Friday. Huh, okay. What are these shoot dates? I gotta figure this one out right quick while I'm sitting here. Okay. I need to take care of this while I'm sitting here. Well, we just waited for some lightning. That's it. Okay. Let's see. Let's see. Let's see. Golly. Current, what am I available for my dates? Is that BRN? Trying to see. Do it this way. Okay, got that done. We'll just have to see what happens. This thing is, during the time that I have done all that, I want you to look and see what has happened to this little cell or cluster that was to my west. Did I not say earlier it looks like it was starting to kind of dwindle? Yep. That is definitely dwindled. And the stuff farther back behind that, it might look more healthy, but it may be running into the same outcome. Plus the fact that it's not going to be up here for a long time, even if it makes it, which it's probably not. So, oh, I missed the last person that left the parking lot. Okay, so as far as I'm concerned, I'm about to call this and start rolling back south, east, and head home. And oddly enough, I haven't had another failure on the Wi-Fi card or the dongle for Wi-Fi number 2. So I don't know if I need to replace that thing. Actually, I've got another one. I got a higher dollar one actually at home. Yeah. Let's call it a day. How about that? I'll leave the stream on for a while. Maybe I'll still get some lightning in the distance. This day turned out about like I anticipated. One of my buddies who's up in the Dallas area has been asking me for a couple of days, what do I think, what do I think? You know, so often I'm like, you know, I'm totally unimpressed here. So let's try this remote camera view out the window. How's that? Yeah, maybe we'll see some lightning out of that. I actually said I was going to stand down, which, you know, up until this morning I was going to stand down. I wasn't going to worry about this at all. But I'm like, you know what, it's not far from home. I mean, I'm going to be home. If I drive straight through, I'll be home in an hour and 45 minutes from here. I said, I'll go check it out, but I'm not going to go any farther than basically Waco, Texas, which is an hour and 45-minute drive from home. So I did what I said I was going to do. I came out here and I checked it out. And as expected, there wasn't a lot to check out. But it gave me an opportunity to work on a couple of quick mounts that I had built. The camera that's on right now, that you're looking at right now, is on one of those mounts. I have also discovered that I might need to check into the Wi-Fi dongle, Wi-Fi 2 dongle. If there is indeed a problem with that, I may need to just replace that at some point. But I'm going to give it a little bit of time. Like if I head back out Friday, I will probably not. I might bring the extra one. Fact is, I say I don't have Verizon on right now. I could use 3 Wi-Fi connections in here on this primary computer, but I only have 2 wireless options right now. I don't know that I can add a third one. I mean, I can, but I don't think that I might not be able to add it without causing some errors on some other device via USB. Just don't know, and trying to do that. And if you lose something, you got to try to figure out, oh, how do I get that back? Now I got to lose this, but I got to get that back. And what I would probably lose more than anything would be like a camera option or something. I mean, I even questioned when I added the scene switcher. But it seemed to be okay. But when you start adding too many cameras, man, it can definitely overload the system. You lose something along the way somewhere, and then you got to try to figure out, okay, how do I get that back? So whatever I just connected works, but it knocks something else out. So you got to kind of figure out what's more important to have operational. Be home no later than 8:30. I may stop and grab some food along the way. Over at the YouTube stream, I just want to see how that might be looking. Glanced down, I saw this as I'm looking at the. Just wanted to take a look at the image, but I did see on the chat. Let's see, do you use another platform with the live? I'm not sure what you mean by that. I do have a media platform out there too, but I don't always turn that one on. Had real severe, it would be on. but we don't, so it's not. And it doesn't cost me anything extra to stream to that platform, because I'm doing dual. I think I've only got 2 on here right now, but I got dual streams that go out, and but they're not coming. They're originating here, and they're going to a certain point, and then they're being distributed from there to the other 2 platforms. And I don't really want to go into the other platform because it's not so much for public stuff there. I'd rather have anybody who wants to watch, I'd rather you watch here on YouTube. Please subscribe and all that, because I know I've got a lot of boring, really boring content on here. And sometimes I will do something live that has nothing to do with storms or weather, but I have a rather, how should I say it? I have a rather broad scope of interests. Just like that live I did for about 40 minutes the other night when I had a guest operator at my amateur radio station. Just something different from time to time, and sometimes I like to just show things or what's going on, you know. There's also things that I'd like to stream that, or even create videos about and stuff like that, but some of it I just can't. I've got probably 1 hour of footage from an event in December that I have not even put together yet and edited. I mean, I was going to eventually get to that, but here it is already March. So it's been almost 3 months since I shot all that stuff. But the thing is, it's not going to interest everybody. It might interest a few. And most people aren't going to have an understanding of what it's about or anything like that. So I'm a little skeptical sometimes about putting content out there. And there's other things that I could put out there that are totally off base with weather. They're totally off base with any amateur radio stuff. But some of those things I can't put out there because of contract, legal mumbo jumbo and all that good stuff. So do what I can. I get to cross the long bridge here. To go 90 miles an hour through here, you can. I'm not going to do it. Well, I tell you what I could knock out right now. I think if I saw a Waffle House, I might have to stop, because I know that if I stopped at a Waffle House, I'm not going to leave there hungry. And I certainly would not need anything else to snack on before I go to sleep tonight. I wish one of my dogs would stop, and she just started doing this in recent weeks, I guess. See, I can sleep late if I want to, and that little old dog, she will come in there same time every morning. It's usually about 7:15 a.m. And she'll come in there and she'll start doing her little and eventually I won't pay any attention to her for a while, and all of a sudden she's gonna bark at me. She's like, I want you to get up. That's one of the reasons I hit that little tired streak during the day too. Plus I'm older. Yeah, I hit that little tired streak during the day, and I can easily take a nap in the afternoon. And then I tell myself, well, since the dog's going to keep waking me up at that time every morning from here on out because she's set in her ways now, I just tell myself, yeah, I'm going to go to bed by 10:30 or something like that, but I never do. It's usually 11:30 or, well, I haven't gone past 11:30 too much over the last few weeks, but yeah, I should just start trying to do that at least occasionally. Crawl in bed at 10:30 if I can. So anyway, aside from that, looking back again at the radar, the severe warrant cell that was up around Goldthwaite has moved on. It's going to pass between Comanche and Hamilton, but the initial core has basically fallen apart, and a new core has formed off its western flank. So it's the little handoff there. Looks like. As for what I have anywhere close to me, it's dissipating. The stuff back down farther to my southwest, that is to the northwest of Burnet, Texas. I really still think it's running out of fuel, but it's still got some pulsing in it. You know, it's pulsed up to a 1-inch hail marker again just now, and you know, but that's so far away. Things are moving maybe 5 miles per hour, if that. Well, it's not even going to get over here before I'm gone. That's for sure. Yeah, so what's Friday look like? I did not do a lot of looking into Friday. I just know that there's some possibilities coming back in there for the same area here, maybe actually a little farther south. And even over the weekend, the apparent low just keeps spitting out those disturbances. And I think that Saturday could potentially have some severe. Maybe even maybe closer to home. Actually, we'll just have to see on that. As I made on a post last night, you know, the jury's still out on some of this stuff upcoming, but I think some of this stuff could linger all the way into Monday, Tuesday. Oh, actually, yeah, Tuesday's going to have another. Tuesday looked a little more potent as far as any severe potential. Now that's 6 days from now, 7 days from now, whatever, and that's a long way out. Start calling for anything, but just something to kind of keep an eye on and see if that actually materializes, if the timing stays consistent, and if we have a trough, is it positively tilted or negatively tilted, different things. We obviously should, with this weak cold front and stuff like that, we're obviously going to get moisture return a lot quicker, so we'll wait and see on that. First things first, tomorrow I'm out. I am not going all the way up. I'm not going to drive 4 hours to Abilene and possibly end up having to drive five hours or more to get even farther west. I'm not going to do that. We'll wait for Friday, where maybe Central Texas comes back into play, and then the weekend, see what happens there, and then especially start kind of really focusing on, over the weekend, kind of start focusing a little bit on early next week, Tuesday in particular, which could be plus minus 12 hours for all we know right now. It's too far out again to make any substantial claims. Just be aware and watch and see what's coming, what might be possible at that point in time. So I am coming into Temple, Texas right now. Basically, I'm passing by the airport. I think I used to have a viewer that was here in Temple. I don't think I've seen him. I haven't seen him this year, I don't think. I don't remember the username or anything like that. If it popped up, I'd probably remember it. not even seeing. Now there's going to be a window reflection a little bit there, but I can't help that. Yeah, I'm not even seeing lightning out there anymore. And the rear is probably getting pretty dark back there. That is not a nighttime camera at all. It's when it gets to low light, it's just not as good. So there is still a significant advisory on the sail back to my west-southwest now, but again, that thing's just moving too super slow for me to even consider it, I think. Not going to last anyway. Lost any daytime heating. The only trigger we really have left out there is that frontal battery. It's probably, I don't know. I'd really have to see, but it may be stationary by now, or if it's moving at an extremely slow clip. I'm telling you, if I see a Waffle House and it's on the right side of my highway, I'm liable to nail it. But I don't remember if there's one up here anywhere or not. Yeah, this is just a shame what they've done with gas prices, all because of the stuff in Iraq, Iran, wherever. Look at this. See if that shows up. It's ridiculous. We here in Texas, we don't have to rely on that. I don't know why we have to have our prices go up. We got plenty of oil and gas here in Texas, man. It ain't right. It's almost like people going out and buy, what was it? Was it toilet paper? When COVID came out, people always running out and buying a bunch of toilet paper during COVID. I mean, I don't understand. And it is so similar to our gas prices going up for something that we have plenty quantity of right here. This is a little section right here. I wish there was I wish they had a merging lane onto the main highway, like within the next quarter mile. You got an exit ramp here. Why can't we have an on-ramp? You know, just a little beyond that. But no, we don't. We gotta go through all kind of stuff before we can finally get to an on-ramp. I just saw some lightning too. get on up here, try to maybe keep my eyes peeled for a possible Waffle House. I could ask my phone to tell me, hey Siri, where is the nearest Waffle House? Let's try that. Hey Siri, where is the nearest Waffle House?
Which Waffle House?
Great, yes, we got it. Which one?
Okay, I can call that location or get directions to
Cancel,
it.
cancel, cancel. I don't think there's a Waffle House here. Hey Siri, get directions to the nearest Waffle House.
Getting directions to Waffle House. Starting route to Waffle House. Use the right lane to take the exit toward 57th Street and Port Lane.
There's not one. Oh God, yeah, hour and 4 minutes. Not gonna happen. Not gonna happen. I'm not gonna take that exit because I'm not gonna go there. It says the nearest one is in Austin. I'm not going to Austin to a Waffle House. There is a good fish place up ahead. I might stop there. Just gotta be sure I don't miss where it is. So if I do stop, I will turn off the stream at that point in time before I go in. So, oh, we just went severe on the sail back to my southwest. Imagine that. Remember me saying how it kind of pulsed itself back up? Well, it did. And it's going to pass between Burnett and Lampasas. About 2 hours ago, I said something about maybe dropping over to Lampasas. But given the nature of the event, I'm not going to go that far. I still think I made the right call, right choice. Okay, I don't remember the name of this fish eating place. I don't even know if it's still open. Okay, I know it was past all this. It's down here somewhere. But if I don't have an exit to get to it, that will be the end of that. Because I'm not going to go turn around, do 180, and then drive back up just to get back on the feeder road to get to it. And there it is. Sam's, that's what it's called. And yeah, I can't. I'm not going to do it because I'd have to turn around and drive 2 miles back and a mile up just to get back over there. Not going to happen. Or do I want to do that? I don't know, man. Let's see, there's a crossover right there. I could do that crossover. I think. You're almost listening to a determined man right now. Oh, I think that crossover. Darn. I think that crossover is not going to take me far enough down. Come on, folks, I want to actually get over on that other lane. Okay, where is it? It's a guy with no taillights. That's not good. Where is it? Okay, it's right there. Well, I've done committed myself now. Just have to take the next crossover. Well, heck, I think I was about right. It is going to be about 2 miles back. Now, once you've committed yourself to something, might as well go ahead and follow it through, right? Now, before I go in, I want to just watch this because that severe storm is coming pretty much this direction right now. It looks like. I may try to park with the camera looking west and just leave this on because I'll be in there 30 minutes or so. We'll just see if it gets closer. See if it can hold together and get closer to us here and maybe, oh, 2-inch marker in it now, okay. Okay. Now, let's see. I'm not pointing south. It would be coming from that direction over there. The remote still working? Yeah. Okay. Well, we're going to go offline at least with one of the devices here, and let me just show you real quick. Okay, here I am right here, and there it is right there, and looks like it's trying to migrate more easterly now. So I'm going to go in and eat, and we'll just leave it on. I'll just leave this on, and if it holds together, by the time I'm finished eating, maybe it'll be in a neighborhood where we can actually see some distant lightning or something, but it's not going to be here. It's not going to get here by the time I finish eating. So, should be good. Should be good. Okay. Okay. let's see, I'm going to assume that that severe thunderstorm warning is probably expired. The storm is not doing its thing, but I'm trying to put my leftover food here somewhere. Hopefully I don't forget it when I get home. See, that didn't even get close enough to bring any lightning in the shot, so no big surprise. Where's my keys? It's still a decent. Let me look at this here. It's pulsed back up again. I don't know. It's just so far away. I also need to figure out why when I start my engine, my screen resolutions all get cattywampus and I have to put everything back. Because you are supposed to be over here on that screen. And you are supposed to be right there. And of course we lose the remote camera, I'm sure, on that situation. No, it's still good. It's still there? No, it's not. Now it's time to shut that off anyway. I need that. Let's go ahead and shut her down here. That's where I ate, right there. Pretty good food and a fair amount of food and reasonably priced. All right, so let's shut off that studio. Let's go in here. Okay, 2 live. Stream health is excellent. Okay, that's all good. All right. With all that said, it's time to shut this down. I should have shut it down before I went in. I actually shouldn't even have got on the road today, but I just wanted to get out for a while. So a little over 3 hours. That's it? Okay. Okay, it's all good. So, hey, I'm not out Friday. I'm going to really take a good glance, good look at Thursday. Yeah, I won't be out Thursday. I'm not going to go out northwest Texas. So I will supposedly be on the road again on Friday, perhaps even up in the same region here. And we'll see how that comes together. Beyond that, we'll see about the weekend. So stream shutting down, and sorry, wasn't a whole lot to see here today, and it was expected, but hey, there's better days ahead. So you just keep plugging away. Good night. See you next trip.